Hi guys. So this video is on moringa leaf, Moringa Olifera, which is a tree that is edible, and you can eat most of the tree. You can use the seeds, you can use the leaves, you can use the bark, you can use the roots, all for different purposes. I just want to say up front that this is not, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not diagnosing anybody. I personally have been taking Moringa Olifera or eating Moringa Olifera for about 20 years, and it works wonders for me. So use at your own risk. I would say definitely do some research and give it a try if you think it'll work for you. This is the bag. I have been ordering from znaturalfoods.com for the entire time that I've been consuming moringa. I was told probably 18 years ago by a man who had a disease that I don't recall what the disease was, but he was dying. And he found moringa and started taking it, and he was actually in recovery. He was sick for many, many years, and he was told he would die, and he had been living 10 years past what they told him at that time. I don't know if he's alive now or not. Kind of lost contact with him. But I will tell you, when you do research, I'm going to read this because I can't remember from one minute to the next my own name, let alone remember all this stuff. But in Ayurvedic medicine, this is used for prevention and treatment of 300 different diseases. It's a super plant, and it's highly rich in nutrition. It has 25 times more iron than spinach, 17 times more calcium than milk, 15 times more potassium than bananas, 10 times more vitamin A than carrots, 9 times more protein than yogurt, and 7 times more vitamin C than oranges. It is very rich in ketones, fats, amino acids, alkaloids, minerals, and vitamins, including B1, B2, B3, B6, B7, which brings me to another thing. I am dedicating this video to Michelle at PFS on YT because she's talking about a lot of things that this might help her with. Anyway, moringa contains 92 nutrients, 46 antioxidants, 36 anti-inflammatory agents, 18 amino acids, 9 essential amino acids. It slows the aging process, lowers cholesterol, decreases the risk of osteoarthritis. It reduces the risk of heart disease and stroke. It slows Alzheimer's disease. It decreases the chances of developing tumors, and it reduces the damage caused by smoking cigarettes. This is about moringa leaves itself. The other thing, this just kind of goes into more of the same thing. It's very, very high in protein, which is kind of unusual for a plant without going to a soy-based plant, which messes with your hormones. This doesn't mess with your hormones. And the thing that I love about it is women I have found more often than men suffer from constipation. And this will solve that problem. You take this 6 out of 7 days a week and you will not have that problem. You will go very regularly and the constipation thing will end. It really helps your digestion. It helps your digestion so much that when you very first start doing it, you want to do it very slowly. So you want to start out with like a quarter teaspoon, do a quarter teaspoon for 6 days, take the 7th day off, and do that for that entire week. Then the next week, you're going to want to go up to a half a teaspoon and do that for 6 days, take the 7th day off. Then you're going to want to go to the next one, which would be like a teaspoon or 3/4 of a teaspoon. I would go up probably to a teaspoon at that point. And I do between a half tablespoon and a tablespoon a day. I recently read an article where they are giving this to Olympic athletes, and they're taking 10 tablespoons a day. I do not recommend that in any way, shape, or form. These people are under the care of a physician, and the physicians are the ones that are putting them through that regimen. I can't even imagine taking that much of it, or I should say eating that much, because it's really kind of a food rather than like a pill. Anyway, I'll show you what it looks like. I keep it in a jar. This is what it looks like. It's like green, powdery stuff, and it's basically just dehydrated moringa leaf, and then they grind it up into a powder. And like I said, I do half a tablespoon to a tablespoon pretty much 6 days a week. The way I do it is I get a glass with, a pretty wide mouth. I fill it up about halfway, maybe a half a cup of organic apple juice. I use one of these hand mixers, and I just mix it up, and it mixes really good. You can try other types of juice. I have not been successful with other types of juice. I tried orange juice and it tastes like crap, and I think I tried cranberry juice and I didn't like that either. It works for me with apple juice, and it's very difficult to get it mixed in the mixer, so you're gonna have to do a hand mixer. You might try a blender. I think I tried a blender one time and it didn't do near as good a job as the hand blender. Now, my partner, he cannot stand the taste of it. It's a very earthy, kind of a green. It's hard to explain, but he doesn't like it at all. So we make capsules for him. He makes his capsules. And if you go to Cap'n Quick, I think it's capmquick.com, but just do a search for Cap'n Quick. You can get the tray to put the capsules in and then fill them and then put the lids on. It's a little bit of a process, but if you really can't stand the taste, this is the way to go. It's, I don't know, it's pretty reasonably priced. When I started taking or doing it, like, it's probably been 17, 18 years now. It was about $30 for a 5-pound bag, and it's now like 60, 70 range for a 5-pound bag. So it has gone up. Well, I looked at it. I don't know. I think I looked at my orders. Maybe it wasn't that cheap. I think it was maybe 30 for a 1-pound bag, 25 or 30 for a 1-pound bag. and about 60 to 70 for a 5-pound bag. If I remember right, that was the deal. Anyways, it hasn't really gone up too much over the years. I think maybe $1 here, $1 there kind of thing. But I have found it on other places, like I think Azure Standard. They have it for a little cheaper, but I really don't know what the quality is. I would imagine Azure has good quality. I don't know that I would trust any other sources, but I have done Z Natural Foods the entire time I've done it, and I love it. But that's pretty much it. If you have a, plant-based diet, this will really help you. If you have dietary restrictions, milks, meats, whatever, it'll help. I hope that helps, and let me know down below if it does.